and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. First is a daily reading. Second is a discussion on the reading followed by journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining. Thanks for being here for another day of reparenting. Much appreciated. Today we're going to continue with the Kybalion. We're on principle 3 today. This is called the principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The Kybalion. This principle embodies the truth that everything is in motion. Everything vibrates. Nothing is at rest. Facts which modern science endorses, and with each new scientific discovery tends to verify. And yet this hermetic principle was enunciated thousands of years ago by the masters of ancient Egypt. This principle explains that the difference between the manifestation of matter, energy, mind, and even spirit result largely from varying rates of vibration. From the all, which is pure spirit, down to the grossest form of matter, all is in vibration. The higher the vibration, the higher the position in the scale. The vibration of the spirit at such an infinite rate of intensity and rapidity that it is practically at rest. Just as a rapidly moving wheel seems to be motionless. At the other end of the scale, where the gross forms of matter whose vibrations are so low as to seem at rest. Between these poles, there are millions upon millions of varying degrees of vibration. From corpuscle and electron, atom and molecule, to the worlds and universes, everything is in vibratory motion. This is also true on the planes of energy and force, which are but varying degrees of vibration. And also on the mental plane, whose states depend on vibrations, and even on the spiritual planes. An understanding of this principle, with the appropriate formulas, enables Hermetic students to control their own mental vibration, as well as those of others. The Master also applies this principle to conquering the natural phenomenon in various ways. He who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power, says one of the old writers. Thank you, and that is the reading for today. Hey guys, welcome back for another day of reparenting, looking into the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. In the reading it said that this is a fact which modern science endorses, but this piece of knowledge comes from ancient Egypt. How the fuck did ancient Egyptians and ancient Greeks manage to consolidate this knowledge, only to be realized and validated and confirmed in the 20th century? Okay, if I haven't convinced you that there's something going on and there's something to this book by now, then I'm not sure what else I can do. But do take some time to do your own research, because this book is phenomenal. And if you take some time to really study it, you will see that these themes and these laws recur in many religious and spiritual traditions. This goes far beyond the ancient Greek and Egyptian mythology. You will see these ideas and concepts reflected in science, reflected in literature, in sociology, in theology, in anything that's trying to understand our existence, even an object that is so at such a high rate of vibration that it seems to be motionless. I mean, this is literally the quantum physics that we're just on the cusp of understanding today. The God particle, which is simultaneously in existence and in non-existence at the same time. You understand? So there's really something here that we should trust, even if you want to take a step away from science and history. And I mean, take a step back. I mean, look at our cultural situation. Everyone's talking about vibes, positive vibes only, good vibes only, blah, 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 vibes. The vibes all, fuck this, fuck vibes, but here you will see the principle of vibration is evidence of that. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? A lower rate of vibration is a lower energy level. You can see those people who are in a depressed state, a frozen state, nervous system collapse, high energy state, high vibration, high energy, talkativeness, outgoingness. It's more of a production to put something out into the universe at this time, whereas the low vibrational rate, they can kind of be seen, and so you're drawn into that. I mean, this is honestly probably one of the tricks when they say that narcissists can snuff out their prey. This principle, this law of vibration, is probably one of the tricks that they use. What is your vibe? Are you coming off as quiet, as insecure, unsure? Are you coming off as loud and arrogant, talking over everyone, boisterous? This is the difference in vibe. It's tricky to manipulate that, but there are people who do it, and with enough practice you can learn to manage and to present a vibe that you would like to present into the world. Before you can do that, you require the development of emotional regulation capacities, which many of us are missing because of the dysfunctional childhoods. So today, as we come back and we reflect on this principle, the law of vibration number 3, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. When we reflect on this, what are the feelings, the sensations, the thoughts that we have? Do you accept this information? Do you reject it and run away? Do you ignore it? How have vibes played out in your life? This is such a something in the colloquial language. We don't need to go into the philosophy of it. Everyone these days, most people know what vibes mean. The vibes are off. Good vibes, bad vibes, good vibes only, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Everyone knows this kind of colloquialism. How do you experience that? How do you feel where your vibe is? How do you feel about the vibe of the 5 people in your life? Or the 5 people that you spend the most time with in your life, person to person? Because those people are going to have the greatest influence on your well-being, aka your vibe. If you are surrounded by a negativity crowd, they are going to drag you down with them, because misery loves company. If your community is surrounded by people who are go-getters, chasing their dreams and goals, focused on growth every day, they will rise you up with them. Thanks for being here. As always, take care of yourself and be well. And now, let us move on to the final section, the meditation. This is an unguided meditation. I will simply provide some music and you can take some time to relax. Please feel free to choose a location and a place where you feel safe and where you can be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting down, standing, as you like, wherever you are most comfortable. Thank you for being here and enjoy the meditation.